In the 3rd century BC, the Ptolemaic kings of Egypt embarked on an extraordinary project, to collect every book ever written, in every language, and house it in one place. The Library of Alexandria was not just a building. It was the world's first attempt at universal knowledge. Alexandria became a magnet for the ancient world's greatest minds. Euclid taught here. Archimedes studied here. Eratosthenes worked here. The library was not merely a store of knowledge, it was an active institution that funded research and attracted scholars across the known world. At its height, the library held an estimated 400,000 to 700,000 scrolls, works of mathematics, medicine, philosophy, history, poetry, and science from Greece, Egypt, Babylon, Persia, and India. It was the largest concentration of human knowledge ever assembled in the ancient world. The Ptolemies had a policy: every ship entering Alexandria's harbor was searched for books. Any found were confiscated, copied by library scribes, and the original kept, with the copy returned to the owner. They were building a universal library by any means available. At the library, Eratosthenes calculated the circumference of the Earth to within 2% of the true value, using shadow angles, geometry, and a camel caravan's estimated travel time. He also invented the concept of latitude and longitude. The library gave him the resources and time to think at this scale. Hipparchus compiled a star catalogue of over 800 stars, discovered the precession of the equinoxes, and developed trigonometry as a tool for astronomy, all while working in Alexandria's intellectual environment. The library was where ancient science achieved its greatest concentration of achievement. The library's most important function may have been the collision of ideas. When Greek geometry met Babylonian astronomy met Indian mathematics in one physical space, the synthesis produced advances none of those traditions would have reached alone. The library was humanity's first intellectual accelerator. Herophilus and Erasistratus, working in Alexandria with royal permission to perform human dissections, made discoveries not equaled for centuries. They identified the nervous system, distinguished arteries from veins, and described the brain structure. The library made possible medical research that later civilizations had to rediscover. The destruction of Alexandria's library was not a single catastrophic event, it happened gradually over centuries, through fires, wars, and neglect. Julius Caesar's fire in 48 BC destroyed part of it. Later Roman emperors restricted pagan learning. By the 7th century AD, what had been the greatest library in the world was gone. But the destruction was not total. Arab scholars of the Islamic Golden Age, working in Baghdad's House of Wisdom, systematically collected and translated surviving Greek texts. Euclid, Archimedes, and Hipparchus were preserved in Arabic when their Greek originals had been lost. The library's knowledge outlived its building. What was lost when Alexandria burned can never be fully known. Works by Aristotle: we have our lecture notes, his polished writings are gone. We have the titles of hundreds of lost plays by Sophocles and Euripides. We have references to mathematical and astronomical works that were never recovered. The loss is incalculable. The Internet Archive today holds over 40 million texts, images, and recordings, the largest repository of human knowledge ever assembled. It is, in some sense, the Library of Alexandria's successor, an attempt to make all human knowledge universally accessible. We are still trying to build what Alexandria started. From the Ptolemaic kings ordering every ship searched for books, to Euclid and Eratosthenes working in its halls, to the fires that consumed centuries of human thought, to Arab scholars rescuing what remained, to the Renaissance recovering those translations, to the printing press multiplying knowledge beyond any fire's reach, to the internet. The library never really died. It just changed form. I am Takku. The Library of Alexandria teaches us that knowledge is fragile. Humanity's greatest tragedy lies not in battles lost, but in wisdom burned. Our curiosity survives only through vigilance. Until we meet again, keep asking why.